Happy New Year, Leo. Welcome to your reading for 2021. I'm recording on New Year's Eve on a Leo moon. And I have some messages to bring down for Leo and Leo rising, any Leo placements watching. We're going to structure this reading, pull a card month for month, go deeper into those tarot cards as we need to. I will use oracle decks, and I use astrology in these videos too for even more cosmic insight for your sign. If you know your rising sign, check the video for that sign out as well as this one, Leo, because your rising sign, there will be plenty of information in that video for you via the rising sign too, via the astrology. Let's get right into these cards, Leo. I'm going to show you these coming out, and let's see what we've got coming up for your year ahead, 2021 for Leo. Let's have a look at these cards together, guys. So for the month of January, starting strong with the 10 of Pentacles. Then we've got February and we have the Tower in reverse. All right, so that's okay. It's reversed. We're going to be able to handle anything that comes our way. We have a very strong foundation going into the year. Another major arcana card in reverse, Death reversed for March. This is a big year for you guys. I have your energy here, Queen of Wands, Leo. Is this 5 of Wands, your energy coming through again for May in reverse. I've got the Chariot coming up for June. Let's shuffle another couple of moments, Leo, just so we can get like a little bit of a feel for the next year. Let's go for the second part of 2021. Let's pull some cards now for July through December for Leo, and then we'll go deeper into these cards. But a lot of major arcana coming up. This is going to be a big year for you, Leo. Okay, July we have the 5 of Cups. August, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse coming up in the month of September. October, 6 of Cups. November, 5 of Swords. And finally, some more sword energy, ending the year in December with the Knight of Swords. Now, Leo, before I get going into these cards, and this is a pretty big spread for you. I hope you can see all of that. This is, a pretty big spread, a lot of major arcanas. Let's pull an oracle card. I'm using the Kuan Yin Oracle, Chinese Goddess of Compassion. I want to center this reading before we get kicking off, Leo, with a message from your highest self to you. Kind of focusing on what you need to know about this past year, 2020, now in hindsight. What is there a message for Leo coming through for the year gone by, 2020? And we've got the Shining Lotus card. Beautiful. Let's read up a little bit about that and see what's coming through. So with the Shining Lotus, Leo, there are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. At times, we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. That's really interesting, Leo. Maybe some of you are leaving this year feeling like you were met with several challenges in the year of 2020. And, they could have come in the forms of just blocks from external circumstances, from people challenging you, challenging yourself, or just the year in total that we've had. 2020 is going to be one collectively for the books to remember, I think. Let's get right into these cards, Leo. Okay, so nice family dynamic, family business, really good omen for business, success, and career, starting your year off in January with this 10 of Pentacles. This is a family dynamic in this card here. You could be in business with family entering the year. You could be bringing a role in your career to a successful completion. The 10s in tarot are about reaching culmination point, harvest in a journey, and reaping that reward. So I see money being really good for you to start the year. I actually, Leo, see career success coming through for you. If any of you are thinking about starting a business, or any of you have been in business for a while, you might start getting some return on that. You might start getting some profits coming in. It looks like you're being very well respected by others, Leo. You're making yourself proud, Leo, but more than that, your ancestors are so proud of you, Leo, how far you've come. Like, they're, you know, rooting for you to keep achieving and keep doing how you've been doing so well. Family is going to be really proud of you. It's an energy, I think, Leo, for some of you, you might all be getting together. You know, maybe you hadn't been able to see people in December or November around some holiday periods, and January is a time where it's safe, or you feel good for your family to get together and celebrate and be a unit all together. February brings some movement with Mars will have left its home sign of Aries by then. January 6th, great news after a really long transit in Aries. This is going to be moving into your into Taurus, Leo. And Leo, for Leo rising, that's in your 10th house of career. Okay, so I have a theme of career for the Leo placement starting off right away. There might be an unexpected shift for you coming up in career, Leo, in the month of February. So this Tower in reverse, Tower moments talk about something that's quite unpredictable, kind of shock in nature, but when it reverses, we see it coming. We know that change is coming, and I see this Death card in reverse energy carrying through to March with this change in pace, just a change in scene for you, Leo. And I think it could be around career, a shift around your career. There is going to be Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Mars will be there too, ruling this card. Leo rising in your 10th house of career, receiving a square from Saturn in your sister sign of Aquarius, Leo, okay? There might be some tension and some push-pull in your career, you wanting to get going. You're feeling like even like external circumstances pushing you towards your career. And some of these things, some developments in February, we're going to clear up these major arcanas with another deck just to see what the themes of this is all about, Leo. But it looks like you're prepared for what's coming in February, even if it takes you or others by some sort of the timing might be more unpredictable, but you saw this shift in energy come, you saw the change coming, and that gave you some more power to direct it. Death card in March, upright or in reverse, Leo. This Death card talks about a new beginning, but an ending has to take place. For some, this ending will have taken place in a more unpredictable manner in the month of February, but for others, January, you'll have been leading this change up to happen. This talks about culminating a big project, bringing to completion in January, something you've been working on for a really long time. The ending will come about finally, if that is related, in the month of March. Don't resist any changes coming up for you in March. These energies of the Tower and Death reversed in the early part of year 2021 for you, Leo, tells me that it's time for a change. It's time for some part of your life to come to an end so that a new chapter can begin. The message with these cards, don't resist any change. The more we resist, the more we feel like we're losing control when things are out of our control anyway. It's better with this, the message with these energies in reverse is just to kind of go with the flow, surrender to the universe, trust that you're being led to something that's more in alignment for you, really. Queen of Wands, some nice fiery energy here. You could be dealing with an Aries a fire sign in the month of April. You might need to kind of look out for them, perhaps. There might be somebody in your life. It could be a mother figure. It could be like a female boss I'm seeing. It could be a wife if you're married. And you might they might need your attention a little bit more. They might need you to do things around the house, Leo. They might need you to just be kind of more all hands on deck with them. You could be planning something together. I have this energy of Leo with the Five of Wands as well. It's like coming up for you in the month of May, April and May, this fiery energy, Leo. So whatever had come to an end for you previously, you're now kind of ready to set your sights on the world again. There could be some tension between you and a significant other, you and a boss, you and somebody in your life that you work in close quarters with, or you spend a lot of time with, where you feel like there's some tension coming up around that for Leo. That's pretty possible, okay? So What's happening is, Leo, we have had Saturn and Jupiter form a great conjunction in December, really big astrological transit in 2020. And that was happening in your sister sign of Aquarius. So for Leo rising, there is going to be a focus on relationships for this year of 2021. Looking at who the other people in your life are. For some, it will be your husband or wife. For some, it'll be a significant partner. For some, it'll be a business partnership. I'm seeing a lot of career focused orientation shift and grow and change in the first part of 2021 for Leo. That makes sense. Jupiter, the great benefic, great vibes, and Saturn, the great malefic, more of a strict, stern father figure in our life cosmically, will be together, co-present in your sister sign of Aquarius. In the house of relationships for Leo rising in particular. So giving like constructive structure, you'll be learning lessons in terms of your career and relationships, but mainly with Jupiter's presence for the whole year in 2021, it'll be all very constructive, Leo. So that brings me on to June, and we have another major arcana card coming in with the Chariot. This is all about leveling up, reaching a higher level. You have been incubating something for a while. You've been working on something, fighting off competition, I think, and you're ready to take things to the next level come June, Leo. You're leveling up, and around you, your vibration is going to be raising. You're going to be attracting like-minded frequencies to you, and it's going to only be getting higher and higher, bigger and better, okay? Jupiter will be in Pisces by then, in June, where Jupiter loves to be in his home sign of Pisces, sitting on his throne there, working so powerfully. And Leo, for some, inheritance might be coming your way in the month of June. Getting some good news or a return on like a joint tax or if you share resources with a spouse, I'm thinking. This also would like to just say about May, it looks like any tensions that have been going on through the first part of your year, if you've been involved by May, Leo, you feel in any strife, any arguments, any quarrels, you can expect that to start alleviating and starting to calm down, simmer down, and become a bit more relaxed by the month of May, right in time for you to take your next step and progress in the next journey of your life. I feel like this month, June, Leo, is when this catalyst for change in a very positive way has been happening, but you're finally taking the reins on it. You know what you're dealing with now. You know where the chips have fallen. You've picked them all up and you've used them. You've seen what you can use and how, and you're using it to your advantage to kind of get the ball rolling on a new phase of your life, okay? That won't perhaps card for July coming in with the Five of Cups. That won't be without some sort of sense of loss of an old way of life, Leo. Sense of loss of what you had been doing before. But you know what, Leo, it's the Five of Cups really, if you look behind this card, some of you may be leaving a city, some of you may not be living where you were hoping to. There's two cups behind this figure in the Five of Cups still, and they're still full of love, happiness. These cups can actually be refilled, picked up, but once we get over our losses. We're getting over conflict earlier in the summer, so that could be related for some, Leo, but this for the most part is, I think a relocation is going to be coming up for some Leo watchers out there. I have that sense. I feel like, Leo, for the most part of 2021, with all that activity in your 10th house career and your 7th house of relationships, there might be just some conflict coming up. A partner might say to you, well, I want to stay in this location, and you're going to say, well, I have my sights set on something else career-wise, and you might have to make a decision. For some, that's going to apply. July might be a time just where you might have to remind yourself of your blessings, Leo, and see what's already working for you rather than getting focused on what you've lost or what you've been disappointed in, okay? So then we've got August, and we have, let's see what we've got for August. We've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles, when reversed, takes on a lot more positive meanings, I feel, of this Four of Pentacles. You're starting to loosen up again. You're starting to want to share again. Money is going to be something that I think you're going to need your resources. So you're going to be keeping a tighter seal on money, because you'll need resources basically for whatever the next phase of your life is. Leo, I do see change happening for you next year, and a lot of focus is going to be on career versus relationship, how they fit together, and where you're being pulled and led towards. This is just saying that, you know, you're going to feel more comfortable to drop your guard around people coming up to the month of August. You'll have been getting over whatever upsets. The Chariot and you leveling up in the month of June, and you like plateauing higher, like you've reached a plateau basically, Leo, and the only way is up for you then, and you're ready. You've done all the personal work, personal growth, you've made the connections, fought off the competition. And Leo, for some, you might be just saying goodbye to some people in your life, but at the end of the summer you might be relocating, moving to a new location. And I don't mean a permanent goodbye, just you won't be seeing them every day anymore. Something in your life is going to be changing and moving on and moving forward, okay? So then we've got September, and we have got this lovely Page of Cups card here. So I think September is opening up to love again, and I see that coming through in the month of October, right after, more cup energy. I even think that this figure and this figure are very similar energetically in these two cards. Really open-hearted, very in touch with inner child. So you're going to be having fun come your birthday season is what I'm, you know, in other words, Leo, or just after your birthday season. This is going to be more September, October. You're going to be, you know, Mars will have transited through Leo, the Sun, Mercury will have transited through Leo, energizing your body, energizing your mind. There has been some sort of a funk, Leo, in the summertime, you know, and it looks like you're going to be getting back to feeling yourself slowly but surely through the month of August. But by September, October, you're just joyous. You're just so happy to be surrounded by the people that are around you, and good time for connections in love, good times for meeting people. I see family engagements happening this year for you, weddings and celebrations. I've got two cards for that coming up. You know, 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups, being around loved ones, sharing happy memories and having a good time. Coming up in January, coming up in October for you. News of a baby or a pregnancy, or children being a more focal point for your life. It seems like that's going to be what it's going to be like for the month of September. We're going to clarify some of these cards. Let's move on to November. 5 of Swords, Leo, okay? So we've got a lot of 5s in this reading. And you know, the 5s can be a more constrictive, harsher energy. They can just feel heavier. They can just feel more difficult to navigate sometimes. But Leo, the messages of this 5 of Swords is don't fall for any scams, basically. This can be a card of self-sabotage. And if it isn't us sabotaging ourselves by repeating a behavior that we know doesn't get us very far, or, you know, trying to be combative with a significant other in our life, knowing they won't respond well, knowing that will only really create a boundary between you and another. It's a message, Leo, for you this month in November 2021 to start to take accountability for your behavior, to sort of start to recognize the flaws in ourselves, the mistakes we make, and how we just prevent that from happening going forward. By the end of the year, Leo, you're going to be charging into 2022 full steam ahead. So, you know, Leo, I just feel like the changes that are going to be happening at the early part of this year for you, they're big, they're soul purpose alignment. We're going to clarify all these cards now. But Leo, these changes taking place here at the start of the year are all to just align you onto a more concrete, a more stable foundation for you to level up and progress like this in the Chariot by the summer. Okay, Leo, let's have a look at this Tower card. So January is looking really good. We're starting the year around family, you know, we're starting the year completing important projects and assignments that have been going to be very fruitful for us in terms of our career, very rewarding. We're going to get a lot of return on this, whatever we've been working on. So I think that's all good, Leo. I think the Tower in reverse for February is what we need to focus on now, and what the energy of this change and shift is going to be in Leo's life. Looks like, Leo, a lot of you know what I'm talking about already. It looks like you may know what this change has been brewing for you, Leo, and I think by February you're going to be seeing the results of whatever the change the Tower of the Tarot brings. Let's have a look at that card. The Tower in reverse. We've got Judgment. I feel like it's going to be a pretty big deal for you, actually, Leo. I feel like this is a wake-up call. So like I said, I think some of you know what this change is all about. I think, Leo, it's career. I feel like it's going to be career by then. Mars is going to be in the sign of Taurus, your 10th house of career by then. And I just see like a reckoning happening. I see a wake-up call happening in the realm of your career. For some, Leo, this moment, this Tower moment in reverse that catches you in February, I don't think it will be caught by surprise. I think you'll have a good sense of what change is about to happen and where the foundations in your life are not so stable. And anything that this lightning strikes and hits on a stable foundation, Leo, it'll be there. It'll be there when the storm is over. But if it isn't there and it falters and breaks, that's a message from the universe. And that's what we've got with Judgment here, your angel heralding you to kind of wake you up to what you need to be seeing right now in the world, or in your life, or on your soul destined path. And you know, anything that is not there anymore after the storm, well, it maybe should never have been there for you to begin with, okay? And that is what that energy is. This is going to be quite a big groundbreaking month for you in February, Leo. I really do see that. I think you're going to be privy to a lot of knowledge after this month. And then we have March, another death card, another major arcana in reverse. Death is a beautiful energy in this tarot. It's all about liberation, which is like the Tower, but it's also like about endings coming about in your life only to start to begin a new beginning for you. When the death card reverses like it is here for you in this reading, it does tell me that there might be some sort of resistance to change, or you might try and stop what's destined for you coming your way. Falls into self-sabotage when we behave like that, Leo. Let's look at death card in reverse for the month of March for Leo and see what that's all about. This ending that's taking place and a shift towards a new beginning, a rebirth and reinvention for Leo. Very, very big start to the year. Between finishing up these big projects and all this change, wow, it's going to be quite intense for you, Leo. Nothing you can't handle, of course. So we've got the 9 of Cups in reverse, and at the bottom of the deck here, I've got Saturn in the World card. So there might be a shift and change, Leo, in your relationship sector. One of your important relationships in your life might be coming to an end. For some of you, I think you're really going to see this coming. For some of you, I actually think you're the one that kind of orchestrated the ending. But yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing there with the World card. And this 10 of Pentacles, the World card, it's all about big chapters of our life kind of coming to completion to begin something new, to begin something fresh. It could be a relationship coming to an end with people that you work with, saying goodbye to old colleagues, a boss. The 9 of Cups coming up in reverse, it's kind of telling me that if you are saying goodbye to a job, Leo, at this death reversed moment in March, and that's the change that's kind of taking place and beginning to go underway, maybe you weren't fully fulfilled at this job. That can be the energy of the 9 of Cups, not being fully satisfied, not being emotionally filled up. The Cups are about our emotions and happiness, and you know, this figure looks pretty contented right here. He has all his cups lined up behind him, full of all of his happiness, but it's starting to spill out now. It's turned itself over, and it's telling me that there might be a lack of just a lack of contentment, or perhaps, Leo, a lack of confidence in yourself and what you should be doing. I think, Leo, you're ready to start getting recognized now by the month of March. And that could be what you're wrapping up: contracts with people, an old job, an old sector of your life, a relationship, just ties to a system or just a big group of people, or a relationship that just doesn't satisfy you anymore. You haven't been fully recognized there. Your talents haven't been fully seen, and that's what you're going towards next, okay? So we have this empowering energy of fire energy coming through. After all this change, Leo, this is you perhaps in reverse. It could be somebody else you're dealing with in your life, another fiery kind of energy, or your significant other. I'm thinking a wife, I'm thinking a work wife, I'm thinking like just a kind of a boss, that there's almost like a blend in energies, and you don't even feel like it's a boss inferior relationship. You feel like it's a very family relationship, and there's less of a boundary there for you. So I feel like once this whole shift in energy and the new life path begins to go underway after March 2021, you're getting your fighting spirit back, Leo. You're getting that pep in your step back, your confidence back again. Queen of Wands is a very confident energy. It is in reverse though. So I do feel like you need to keep fighting to recognize your best self this year, Leo. You really might have been taking some knocks to your confidence. You know, you might really have felt like you haven't been recognized fully to your fullest potential in the year of 2020. You might have had a lot of goals that didn't get completed, or you just saw, you know, other people take the lead on things, or other people get ahead on things that you wish that were meant for you. Leo, whatever is meant for you truly will never pass you by. We're all on a divine path, and timing is so divine, and the only reason something might have not worked out previous is just because the timing wasn't right, and what is for you is not going to pass you by. Getting your fighting back spirit this, you know, coming into April and May, and you know, you are feeling more confident in yourself again. You're kind of networking a bit more then. Let's clear up this card for June. When you're leveling up and progressing to the next step in your life, you're really taking control of things, Leo. You're really taking matters into your own hands. I think at this point, you'll have had a new project in the works. You're kind of birthing something new, but let's look at this Chariot before moving forward for Leo. And this is in the month of June 2021. In what way is Leo leveling up and progressing to the next phase of their life by then? The Ace of Swords, okay? So I have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck too. We see the Six of Cups appearing again in the month of October. I would like to just point that out, that this happiness that's coming up for you in the month of October might be linked to your leveling up in the month of June. For some, that could mean instantly meeting a partner or a new person in your life that you have like a very instant connection spark with, very drawn to. I think somebody that you're going to be meeting in the month of June is going to offer you, Ace of Swords, new perspective, new insight, and just like awarding you this like clarity, okay? This clarity of purpose that's going to make you happy. I have your card here, the Sun card at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Cups. Sun is about clarity. Ace of Cups is about clarity. It's like getting this renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of direction, Leo. If it isn't related to the people that you meet in June, this download came from something that you witnessed in the world in June, something that you saw clearly, something that finally made sense to you, and you were like, oh my gosh, now I'm ready to go. I have this information, I have this perspective, I have the backing of these Six of Cups people around me, these really supportive people that love me, and they're still in my life come October. I think the bond is only strengthening for some. For some, I think it might be new relationships taking place in June that come to full circle fruition, and something more stable come October. Could be a new job, could be new colleagues in work, it could be a romantic partnership, okay? So that's very exciting to me. This whole leveling up that you're going to be doing comes through, you know, it comes through this insight, this brainwave. Okay, so now I want to look at July, and I want to look at August, your birthday season, because Leo, this does look like this could be a more you know, kind of a tougher energy to navigate for birthday season for Leo, and I know that isn't what you want to hear, so I want to clear this up, see what's going on with the Five of Cups and Four of Pentacles in reverse. It looks like you will be you're just coming to terms with something this month. You're really, you know, you're really seeing the reality of your situation. Might be feeling a bit pessimistic or guarded. So let's clear these energies up. For July, August, for Leo, what else do we need to know for Leo 2021? July and August. We have this Page of Cups doubled up. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so Leo, And then we've Death card at the bottom of the deck. You've come to terms, exactly. That's what I was sensing. I was sensing from, maybe it was your guides, maybe it was mine, but the Death card in reverse versus the Death card upright that's coming through. So from March, the changes, we might not be fully accepting of them yet, but by your birthday season, you've come to terms with things, you've fully understood things. Some of you were awarded clarity and insight from another, but it's just telling me that by the summer, whatever changes and shifts have taken place in the earlier part of the year for you, Leo, you've come to terms with them. You've accepted the endings of certain things in your life, and you see that by accepting the endings of things that weren't in alignment for you, then you're just introduced to more support, more love, more happiness, more friendship, more harmony, and more connection with others. This disappointment and loss that you feel in the month of July, it could be to do with the creative pursuit of yours. It could be something that you really love to do, that you really enjoyed, and you have to take some time out for it. Some energy like that. The Page of Cups is about something we really love, someone we really love. For that reason, Leo, I do see relationships changing and ending this year for you, for some, okay? And then this Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands is just telling me that energetically you're going to still be feeling in some way closed off around your birthday season, only to you're beginning to open up. Four of Pentacles in reverse, but there's still something you're a bit wary, somebody or something you're wary of. No problem, because Leo, it looks like between May, June, July, you're kind of probably personally leveling up, but that's coming at the expense of having to say goodbye to some areas in your life. That's just what I'm seeing right now, Leo, okay? So then we've got this really happy, flourishing energy around family, friends, loved ones, celebrating, just feeling like creatively filled up again. I think, Leo, this is when we're going to be kind of, we've leveled up personally and everything around us is starting to fall into place. We just have to kind of, come to terms with certain things and reach a level of acceptance. But when we do, Leo, it looks like, September, October is just so filled with abundance and happiness and joy, connecting with people from the past, maybe, seeing people that you haven't seen in a long time, and I see a reunion taking place and a celebration, really, not a reunion for anything other than to celebrate good times in love and joy. Let's look at these swords energies for the end of the year, okay? So falling back into old patterns could come up. Let's look how to mitigate this Five of Swords energy for you coming up in November. Could be you dealing with an air sign, Leo, Gemini in particular, or even Aquarius, Leo, your sister sign, dealing with them. All right, for these swords energies at the end of the year, yeah, King of Swords, that's that Aquarius I was talking about. Ace of Cups. All right, so this self-sabotage, this incident, I'm seeing some conflict with an Aquarius for you, Leo. I'm seeing some way like they trick you or you trick them. It's like kind of a backstabbing energy, and you know what, Leo, it could be you. So if that's true, I would really avoid hurting any Aquarians in your life. I would avoid hurting anybody, full stop. But it does look like, you guys are falling for each other's tricks again. I feel like there's an unhealthy, toxic relationship here that will come to the surface with an air sign and you, Leo, in your life at the end of the month, at the end of 2021, I should say, at the end of the year. What are we rushing towards then? I think it's going to be love again, Leo. If I'm totally real with you from this reading, and this is a general reading, of course, and it's a month-by-month forecast. My monthly readings go a lot deeper, a lot more in-depth and specific, but this is going to be pretty general. For the most part, Leo, I'm going to be real with you. I feel like 2021, the focus is going to be on some tension between relationships and careers for the most part in your life, and those themes might just come up more strongly for you than other themes. And by the end of this year, it looks like you're rushing towards happiness. You probably had to do a lot of growth this year, Leo. In 2021, you're leveling up, but things were changing. Things may have ended, but I think what your square priority is going to be by the end of the year is love again. You'll have figured out and done so much personal work and things that are important to you that the only thing left for you to address is going to be your own personal happiness and your loving relationships in your life. 2 aces coming up as clarifiers in this reading, telling me that the year ahead, Leo, is going to be full of opportunity for you, full of happiness, full of love, opportunity to meet people, opportunity to fall in love or to be connected with people. And this Ace of Swords, opportunity to see the world in a new way, to see clarity, to find truth and answers that you have been searching for. 2 pages coming up in the reading as well, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. I think that kids are going to be a big focus for you, Leo, this year, and especially towards the second part of the year, you being surrounded by kids more, you just figuring out where kids fit into your life, or just in general, some focus being on children for you. Leo, let's finish off this reading with a final oracle card and a message from your highest self. But this time, Leo, this oracle card is going to be for a message for 2021, a message from Leo's highest self to them about what they need to know about for 2021 and their journey. So Leo, we've got the Book of Changes here, and I did feel like there was some real change in the air for Leo. So let's read about that and see what's coming up. Leo, the Book of Changes is your oracle card for 2021 and a message from your highest self. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life, although it isn't always predictable. Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction. Even if you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now, allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfoldment of your own divine path. This Book of Changes is always at play, helping us find your way. You are just taking a smarter route to your destination. And what are the cards that just scream smarter route? This is our smarts and our intellect, and this is the way we're going on that divine path, our route. So this is the smarter route, and it comes, when was that? The month of June. Some download of information, and you say, hey, I can shift direction. So that's a really important month to look out for, the Book of Changes. And we do have your year starting off with those Tower moments, the Death card in reverse, change and endings happening, but it's in accordance to your divine path unfolding. And you know, it might not always be clear, but come June, Leo, you're going to know what the smart route to take is, and you're going to know what the direction of your life is going to be looking like more so. You're going to have clarity. You're going to be really feeling like you really deserve this new endeavor or whatever is going to be taking place for you, Leo. It looks very exciting. So Leo, that was your year ahead forecast for 2021. I'm going to do something a little different in January for you guys. I'm going to do a love and relationship spread. That'll be pretty fun, I think. So I'm going to hopefully have that out at the beginning of January, Leo. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe tab so you don't miss out on that video, and any likes or shares or comments I love to receive. I love to chat to people in the comments, so hit me up and let's see you in the new year. Happy New Year, Leo.